Previously on Survivor Branford. After Mare was sent home at the long-awaited All-Beach Tribal Council, Charlie found himself alone in the game, but he was not ready to give up. His best chance of surviving the vote was to win immunity, but he fell short by seconds. He also tore Branford apart looking for the hidden immunity idol, but his search came up empty. With only his own social skills and powers of persuasion left to save him, Charlie set out to change the mindset of his tribe mates. But in the end, with each of the Beach Five feeling secure with their position in the game, none would budge, and Charlie became the 9th voted out. 5 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
I have a couple planned in the works. I've talked with Mark and Jamin about the final 3. I don't know how the jury would perceive Mark and Jamin, but I think I might have a little better shot against them. Or I have been loyal with Amanda. A lot of me does want to stick with her and not backstab her at the end. At this point, I just really want to get to the final 3, almost regardless of who it's with. Jamin and I are trying to kind of split up our original pairs where we don't think there will be people who see it coming, where we'll kind of go together and pull in Mark and have that be like a final 3, and that we're thinking right now a bunch at Meredith and at 4 Amanda could be flip-flopped based on immunity wins. Again, we think it's something people wouldn't really see coming.
Dennis thinks that I'm voting for you. He thinks that you're voting for me?
We need to have a solid backup plan if Dennis wins the immunity challenge.
Okay. I've told him I'm with him, like, to the end.
Yeah, I know, and I don't think he believes you because I don't think he's actually with you.
He's not?
No.
He's gonna get me out? But
Yeah.
who's he gonna get to get me out?
He thinks that I'm with him.
And he thinks Jamin's with him, too.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't win, I can trust you and Jamin? And I can't trust him?
Who do you actually think is more trustworthy?
You. Definitely you.
Yeah.
You, me, vote for Dennis. You, me, Jamin. So one of us has to win. Meredith thinks that you guys are voting for me. She says you brought my name up like multiple times.
I mean, how many people are left? Like, of course,
I know.
you're in a group of 3. You have like 2 or 3 people to bring up. Like, you're going to come up.
Meredith is not incredible.
I mean, I guess the thing is, though, if her or Mark had it, they wouldn't have felt unsafe at any vote until now. This is the last time you can use it.
Yeah.
This is the first time you feel unsafe. So, I do highly doubt they have it. If he had one, I should have stolen it from him.
I think I'm under the radar right now. I don't think I'm as athletic and like gifted at the challenges as some of the other folks. The 4 of them all see me as a leader that they don't want to be in the final 3 with. So it's a pretty easy vote for them to vote me off. Charlie was all over this. What they don't know is that I have the immunity idol, so I'm going to play it. And then whoever I choose essentially is going to be voted off. And then I'm going to team up with a team of 2, which I could decide and vote off the last person, and I guarantee to make the last 3. So I'm playing this super well. I think I could get Amanda and Dennis to vote off Meredith, or I could get Meredith and Jamin to vote off Amanda. I could do either of those. I think I have this game in the bag.
This is your concern. I'm going to try to say, I think I understand your concern. Your concern is, all right, Mark. Mark doesn't want to be in the final 3 with me.
Exactly.
That's your thought.
Yeah, of course. It's hard to believe any story anyone's telling me, because why does it make sense for you?
So the reason why is because I genuinely think my final speech about leadership will garner me more votes than you. I think I can make a speech that will make that happen. And I really like the idea of having, I started as a captain, I chose you, and then you chose Dennis. I love that story. That is a great story. The 3 of us make it to the end. I want this to play out just the right way. So that's where I am.
All right.
I think we should see how this goes and then reassess the plan.
What happened to the immunity challenge will
Determine pretty much
determine a lot of stuff.
the way we go.
For immunity, survivors ready? And the physical part of the challenge comes right away. First having to walk the rope line on the ground, and then having to weave through the line of cones, before finally making one last hurdle to get to the answer key. On one side, a group of mathematical operations. On the other, the order in which you need to use them. You're going to want to be careful when you're looking at this sheet. It's not as it first appears. All the castaways taking their time, knowing that they'd have to clear all the obstacles again to make a return trip. And Mark is the first to take off and make his way back to his answer sheet. Did he try to memorize all 9 symbols, or is he just going piece by piece? The rest taking their time. And now Amanda and Dennis simultaneously leave, Meredith right behind. Mark filling out as much as he can, covering up his paper and heading back. Here come Dennis and Amanda. Meredith still close behind. Dennis and Amanda looking at their sheets for the first time, trying to write in as many as they can. Jamin taking her time, might only want to make one trip. Dennis heading back. Amanda and Meredith still furiously working. Mark through the cones. And Jamin making her first trip back. Mark studying the sheet for the second time.
Jim?
No. And Amanda thought she had it, but something was not right. Dennis returns, going to have a second crack at the symbols. The further into the game we go, the more valuable immunity becomes. All 5 of these players would surely love to have it at Tribal Council. Mark sure to cap his pen before heading back out. Amanda easily leaps the hurdle. Mark swiftly through the cones. Dennis is back, maybe looking to finish off his sheet. And Meredith making the long run back. Amanda's head on a swivel as she continues to check back and forth. One of these 5 will be next to be voted out of the game, and you'd hate for it to be so close to the end. Dennis filling in the last gaps on his sheet.
Jump.
Dennis wins immunity for the 3rd straight challenge. Dennis, congratulations for the 3rd straight time. Immunity is yours. You're now assured a spot in the final 4 of this game, and you will live to see another hour or 2. One of the other 4 of you will be the next to be voted out.
Give me a compelling
That
reason
legit-
why.
that-
I want to trust you.
That thing was legit what I was saying there about I would much rather have you be the winner of the season than to have Mark. Like, I think how we play, that embodies how we want the game to be played, and for people to go hard, be hunting right up, be open to making moves. And I mean, well, Mark's style, I mean, it's great for him, and like, I think for like me at least, as a fan of the show and stuff, like, I want to see a winner that's more like a new school winner instead of like a season 1 type winner.
I hear you.
Like, I'm sure he has like no backlash from anyone. In a lot of ways, I have a chance of being better off at going up against some combination of Jamin, Meredith, and Mark. So it'll be interesting vote to see what I decide to do here.
He will win.
Do you agree with that?
I swear he will
I think
win.
I have.
I have a plan with everyone. I mean, to be honest, I have to. And that's like what Dennis has been doing too.
No, I
He's
know.
told everyone everything.
I know. I've been lying to my teeth, but knowing that we'd say with our plans. But if you're not going to do that,
I want to. I just am really scared.
Meredith 100% thinks it's me and her.
Let's just do it then. That is what I trust the most. What do you think? So what's the end game? I know. Are you for real?
You think I can win against Dennis?
No, definitely not.
Well, that's why.
Oh, and there's no one else to vote out but Mark.
Yeah.
Dennis is gonna switch on me. He's probably gonna switch on me. And then I'm going
Probably
home.
he is going to switch on you.
Yeah, so then it's just gonna be 3 votes on me and I'm gonna end up 4.
No,
We have, one of the 3 of us has to win or I end up 4.
that's my plan.
That's a big risk, man.
I know it's a big risk, but can we just focus on what's happening right now?
No, we can't because we're so close. We're 2 votes away from the finals, and I feel like you're just telling me a lie so that it doesn't really matter who wins. I'm just gonna get voted out unless I win.
No, I'm not.
You'd rather go with me than this?
Yes. Don't you think that that's a smart thing to do?
Okay, I'm seriously freaking out. It's all coming together and I'm realizing how much trouble I'm in. Me, Meredith, and Jamin is an ideal final 3, but I don't think it's possible to get there. Story of my life is putting my life in Dennis's hands. I want to go with you. I can't, there's no path for me to go with those 2 girls.
You know, Jamie was bringing up she would prefer to do Mark now. She hasn't exactly said ever seems to be leaning back to what she wants to be with Meredith. Like that's...
You, Meredith, and Jamin? Well, then I don't want to get Mark out. Then I'm a sure goner.
Yeah.
If I try and stick with those 3 girls, we vote out Mark now, the 4, I know what all you're gonna do. You're gonna vote me out. I'm going home next if we vote out Mark right now. You know that.
Why?
Because Dennis is gonna win me. That's a fact. I mean, you, me, and Meredith are not gonna beat Dennis.
You and Meredith can win.
Then, no, because Dennis is gonna switch and vote me off, and he just told me that.
I'm freaking out. Well, I thought I was gonna stick with Amanda and Meredith as like the loyal 3. Like that's what we started at the beginning. Let's stick with the plan. It looks like it could work out. And I found out Amanda has plans with everybody, which I know is part of the game. But I thought there'd be a little more loyalty, so I have to go with a different plan. Mark, because I think he's been like hasn't burned a lot of bridges. He's been like really solid and like can't lie. I voted for Mark. Okay. And you're voting for Mark. Yeah. Okay.
If everyone votes for me, I get to decide who goes out. But right now, the idol is insurance, and man, does it feel good to have. I've talked with Amanda and Dennis. Those are the first 2 people I chose, and at the very beginning, those are the 2 people I said are the big names to watch out for. When we talk to the jury, I can make a better case than Amanda or Dennis. And I really like the storyline of having me, Amanda, and Dennis all sticking together all the way through. That's a victory in and of itself.
Heart is pounding so fast. Just tell me truly who are you voting for?
I can't say.
What?
I can't say.
You, me, and Dennis. Final 3. Good with that?
Yep.
I believe you.
I know you do, and you should. There's no defecting. I got this.
Okay.
Alright, final 5. Here we are. At the last voting, one of you said to me as you cast your vote that that would be the last easy vote, or the least complicated vote. And now things start to get crazy. So Amanda, you're vigorously nodding.
Yes, my heart
Has
is
it been as-
pounding
has
out
it
of
been
my
as
chest.
crazy as
Yes.
you thought it would be?
Yes, you forced us to come to tribal council and I had like 17 more conversations I needed to have.
Mark, did you manage your time better than Amanda just did?
I did.
You had all the conversations you wanted to in the time?
I did. Because overcomplicating things and self-doubt really kind of slow down the process.
Jamin, do you agree with that thought from Mark? Are you confident right now?
I don't know what I am right now. I mean, this was definitely the hardest.
I mean, to what Mark said, I would come back and say, measure twice, cut once. Like, don't just go with your first impression.
I would just say again, it's all about trust. I've like stared deeply into people's eyes and I'm not sure. Like I want to trust these people and I want to know like my alliance has my back, but you can never know.
So Meredith, is this vote going to clear things up, or is the Final Four going to be just as complicated as this vote here?
I think the Final Four is going to be just as complicated.
So I'd like to remind you guys that this Final 5 Tribal Council is the last chance that you have to use a hidden immunity idol. So you got it, been holding it, now would be the time to use it. Would anybody like to say anything else before we cast the vote?
I'd like to say something.
The floor is yours.
A lot is going to be revealed in this vote. Obviously. I'm just kind of... That's all.
Okay, does anybody else have anything to add?
Yeah, just that like I'm proud of all of us for making it this far, and I think like we all have good relationships with each other, and it's not personal. We have to do what we think is best for our game, and so I hope that all 5 of us and all 7 of them can respect that.
And I'll just say I'm basing my vote on what I think positions myself best to continue to move forward in the game.
Agreed.
With that, we'll get to the vote, and Jamin, you are up first.
I'm basing this vote off of who I think I don't want to go in the final 3. Awesome. I think that he would win because he has burned a lot of bridges, so not personal, but Mark, I think you have to go.
Sorry, Mark. You have a lot of friends on that jury, though. You're a really nice guy.
This is tough. I think I know what folks are doing.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is your final chance.
I'm gonna play a hidden immunity idol.
So this is a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Mark will not count. I'll read the vote. First vote. Mark. Does not count. Mark. Does not count. Meredith. 10th person voted out of Survivor Branford. Meredith. Meredith, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Well, that's really sad. I was hoping to be the first person to make it to not 1, not 2, but 3 final 3s, but I'm really happy with the game that I played, and I'm really excited for that Final 4. I think it should be interesting, and I'm happy to be on the jury. Not looking for the idol this time. I found a couple idols in my day, and I didn't think that I would need one, but I guess I was wrong.